Robert Frost's After Apple Picking was published in 1914 as part of his collection titled North of Boston. It was a period marked by significant changes in the literary world. The writers broke away from traditional forms and explored new styles and themes in their writings. The poem's After Apple Picking analysis suggests that the poet talks about the complexities of human experience concerning psychological and philosophical aspects of life. The poem discusses the nature of the time, mortality, and regret. The poet sheds light on individuals' existential questions and the inevitability of change. This video covers the poem After Apple Picking analysis. Summary and explanation. The narrator of the poem, tired after a day of apple picking, thinks about his life experiences and choices. The act of apple picking is a metaphor for life's laborious tasks and the consequences of one's actions. The narrator's fatigue can be interpreted both literally and metaphorically. Physically, he is exhausted from the day's work. However, emotionally and spiritually, he is weary from the weight of his experiences and future uncertainties. The long sleep mentioned in the poem can be seen as a metaphor for death. It suggests that the narrator is thinking about mortality and the short nature of life. Symbols of the poem After Apple Picking. The apples in the poem symbolize the fruits of one's labor, experiences, and memories. It also represents the choices and decisions that one makes in life, which can be both rewarding and burdensome. Sleep symbolizes both rest and death. The narrator's obsession with sleep suggests a longing for peace and an acceptance of life's finality. The ladder in the poem can be interpreted as a symbol of ambition, progress, and the pursuit of higher goals. It also represents the challenges and risks of reaching for something beyond one's grasp. Themes of the poem After Apple Picking. Mortality and transience is one of the poem's central themes. The act of apple picking itself is a symbol of temporariness. The apples, once ripe, must be picked before they rot. This mirrors the short nature of life itself. Life must be felt before it comes to an end. The speaker, exhausted from the labor of harvesting apples, thinks about the passing of time and the essential element of change. The poem's After Apple Picking analysis also suggests that it explores the theme of regret, looking back on one's life and recalling past choices. The narrator's review of what form his sleep will take and his admission of missed opportunities suggest a sense of regret and a desire to make good decisions in the past to avoid future bad experiences. Frost often uses nature as a backdrop to explore human emotions and experiences. An in-depth After Apple Picking analysis elucidates that the act of apple picking and the changing seasons symbolize the cyclical nature of life. In other words, death is certain and humans replace humans in life. Literary devices. Frost uses vivid imagery, such as stubble plains, sleeping apples, and evening sun. It helps to create a sensory experience for the reader and makes the poem more vivid and engaging. The entire poem can be seen as an extended metaphor for life's journey. The apple picking represents the challenges and rewards of human existence. Frost employs alliteration to create rhythm and emphasis, as seen in phrases like load on load of apples and 10,000,000. Structure and writing style. Robert Frost's writing style in After Apple Picking is characterized by its simplicity, clarity, and depth. He often uses plain language and everyday images to explore complex themes and emotions. Frost's use of traditional forms and meters gives the poem a sense of rhythm and structure. At the same time, his attention to detail and nuance adds depth and complexity. Conclusion. The poem's conversational tone and introspective nature invite readers to reflect on their experiences and contemplate the universal themes of life, death, and human existence. After Apple Picking, analysis shows Frost's ability to capture the nuances of human emotion and the complexities of the human condition.